Wait, there are nice offices in this building?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'm wearing a hat.
The only smart one.
I'm a tropical people.
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I want to begin with just a few words about the winter weather that continues to linger across our city. First, city workers continue their remarkable efforts to lift millions of tons of snow off of city streets. DSNY workers have worked relentlessly to melt over 122 million pounds of snow and to lay more than 209 million pounds of salt across New York. As of 8 a.m. this morning, workers have cleared 44,646 crosswalks, 16,532 bus stops, and 9,764 fire hydrants. A severe cold front continues to bear down on our city. Today is our 11th consecutive day of below freezing weather, and we could very well be in the middle of the longest period of consecutive sub-32 degree weather in our city's entire history. Without temperatures rising above freezing, snow has hardened into blocks of ice. But the greatest danger posed by this sustained cold is to vulnerable New Yorkers who remain exposed to the elements. As of this morning, 16 of our fellow New Yorkers have passed away outside during this brutal stretch of cold. In 13 of these cases, preliminary findings indicate that hypothermia played a role, and 3 of these deaths appear to be overdose deaths. We await final results from the medical examiner's office and will inform New Yorkers as we learn more. Each of these lives lost is a tragedy. My heart was with the family of those mourning their loved ones. We are continuing to do everything in our power to get every New Yorker into a shelter where they will be warm. The cold is showing no signs of stopping, so neither will this city's efforts. From information available now, it appears that none of the individuals who have died outside were living in homeless encampments at the time of their death. New York remains in a code blue. If you see someone in need, please call 311. Outreach workers and first responders from the NYPD and FDNY will respond and get those New Yorkers the help that they need. Our outreach workers have only intensified their work to get homeless New Yorkers into shelter. We continue to operate warming sites and warming vehicles across the 5 boroughs. We have expanded shelter capacity, relaxed intake rules, and are working with our partners across the city to increase outreach. As of this morning, we have made more than 930 placements to shelters and safe havens. We have also involuntarily transported 18 New Yorkers who were determined to be a danger to themselves or to others. We have expanded our mobile warming units to a fleet of 20, which are moving throughout the city, equipped with clinical staff to treat New Yorkers' needs and get them off the street. If you are hearing me speak right now and you are not sure if you will be looked after, please let me make myself clear. Every single person will be cared for. No one will be turned away. As part of that commitment, we have added 50 new single-room shelter units for those who are uncomfortable with other forms of shelter, because we want every New Yorker to know that shelter is there if they need it. And as I said this weekend, while city government will not rest in this work, we ask New Yorkers to do their part as well. Please check in on your neighbors, especially more vulnerable New Yorkers like those with disabilities, older adults, and those who lack reliable access to heat. We will get through this cold, and we will get through it together by looking out for one another and by caring for one another. Now, for today's remarks. On January 1st, 1990, 36 years, 1 month, and 1 day ago, David Dinkins was sworn in as the first black mayor of our incredible city. As he delivered his inaugural address that day, he laid out a vision for all of us. We will never be mean-spirited, and we must never lose sight of our dreams. We are together today to not only pay homage to the legacy of a great New Yorker, but to fulfill those words, as we make it just a little bit easier for New Yorkers to keep sight of our dreams and of this city we all love. As we mark Black History Month, we are celebrating a city that has been sculpted in millions of ways by millions of black New Yorkers, those who walk our streets today and those who came before. They are jazz musicians who reinvented what music could be, academics and scientists who push forward the scope and scale of human thought, artists of all kind whose canvases captured the true breadth of this city and all who call it home, and politicians like Mayor Dinkins, who made our city better, fairer, and more aspirational. In many ways, Mayor Dinkins was ahead of his time. He tied racial justice to economic justice, worked tirelessly to uplift poor New Yorkers, and strived to close the gap between the wealthiest of this city and the most impoverished. He uplifted at-risk youth, invested in the physical infrastructure of our city, and worked to unify a city that remained in many ways divided along